I'm a little late, but we're back. 2 weeks comic book shops have been open. I procrastinated on making this video. It took me a minute to read through it, but not a lot of books have been coming out. Things don't really fire back up until, I think, next month. So this was the only book that I bought this week. I actually got a bunch of books last week. A couple that I didn't get. This book wasn't in my pull list, but I picked it up. This is actually, and this book. So these are actually from the last new comic book day, if you know what I'm saying, like the one that we had 2 months ago. And then these were actually in my pull list. So I got this week. This was the only book I picked up this week. And then we have Marauders, Venom, Spider-Man, and Go-Go Power Rangers. So I'm going to go over these and just review them real quickly. I will say it's nice that shops are open again. A lot of them didn't make it through the shutdown, which was incredibly sad to see. I'm glad that mine survived. And there's a couple other shops that I like that survived as well. They're not near me. There's a couple I like to visit that have really big inventories and stuff, and I like to go through their stuff every once in a while. They've all made it, but I know across the country, a lot of shops got shut down. There's at least a handful that didn't make it through this. And that really sucks for them. And I don't know what to say. But comics are coming back. I think by next month, Marvel will be shipping out 100% of their books again. Right now, they're like on an every other week fix. DC is putting out a lot of books. So things are kind of trickling back. Like I said, this is the only book that I picked up this week. I almost picked up Birds of Prey, the Black Label Birds of Prey, because I guess it's really woke. But I didn't feel like spending $10 on a woke book just so that I could tear it apart. If it had been $4, sure. But I actually wanted this book, so I picked this book up. Like, this book's actually pretty good. Next week, 80th Anniversary Joker comes out, which I'm sure will be pretty cool. I like these 80th Anniversary books. These are basically, they had a lot of success doing Batman issue 1, or no, it was Detective Comics issue 1000 and Action Comics issue 1000. These 80th Anniversary books they're doing are really just excuses to keep those going because they don't have any other 1000 issue books. But they get a lot of people together to do a bunch of short stories. They're really self-contained, and I like them. So I'm going to pick the Joker one up as well. But this is a lot of fun. I didn't like it as much as I liked the Robin book because I'm just not as much... I'm not into Catwoman as much as I am like Batman and Robin and stuff. But I still enjoyed it. I hope the Joker one's good. We'll see how that works out. But this was pretty good. I think it's worth $10. You get 100 pages and a lot of good stories. So if you're into that, that's something to check out. And then, of course, my favorite comics, Go-Go and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I think these are the best books on the market. They're fun. They have some good human interaction. I like the art, though it's not consistent, I got to tell you. And like I say, every time I review these, if you're looking for like American manga, this is probably as close as you're going to get with it. For a lot of obvious reasons, there's a lot of Japanese elements to these books because, of course, this is a Japanese property. But this book is actually ending soon, I think, by issue 35. I'm not sure where, because Go-Go Power Rangers takes place in the past, while Mighty Morphin takes place in the future. And these are tied together. It's absolutely necessary that you read both to get the full story. You can get a lot of them in trade paperbacks, but this is still my favorite comic book series. This Amazing Spider-Man number 43 was boring. It's all about them picking up this little character that I don't remember at all. And it's concluding a story that I haven't read in 2 months. And honestly, I really am close to dropping this book. I would have already dropped it, except for 43 issues now. We've been waiting to find out who the mysterious character that they've been teasing in this book is. And I think they're finally going to reveal who he is on issue 45. So I'm hanging around just to see if things pick back up, but this run has gotten really stale. It's almost starting to feel like Clone Wars unnecessary, or Clone Sagas of Clone Saga unnecessary lengths of just filler. Clone Saga, as you remember, if you remember that at all, went on forever when it didn't need to. That's where the storyline has been going with Nick Spencer's Amazing Spider-Man run. I liked it a lot when it started. But man, it just keeps dragging. Like, get to the point already, Nick. Come on, 43 issues. I like a tease, you know. I like the tease there to find out what's going on. But 43 issues, enough is enough, man. Venom, pretty good. I had trouble picking this up because it's been such a... It's the ending to a story, the same as The Amazing Spider-Man here, ending the story of Dylan and Venom and Carnage and Noel, and a little Carnage versus Venom action that's been going on. The problem I had here is I need to go back and read the books that came before it because there's been a 2-month hiatus, but this is a definite conclusion. I don't know if, because they kind of tease that Venom's going to start working with the Avengers to take on Noel. I don't know if they're going to do another company-wide event with him. That's, of course, the Symbiote God. Not sure, but you could skip this issue. I think the next issue is going to pick up a new arc, so we'll see where that goes. And then Marauders, which has been a pretty good book. This is, of course, part of the Hickman X-Men line. Hit or miss. Some people don't like it. Some people do. I'm interested in it. The only problem I have with the X-Men run is now the X-Men are basically living... They're basically living in an state in a lot of ways. And they're acting like oppressors. But the problem is Marvel still wants to treat them like they're the oppressed. Okay? They come off as bad guys a lot of the time. And I like these books. And I think they're taking some interesting turns with a lot of things in this storyline. But you can't have them be the oppressors and run around and act like, you know, oh, everyone's running around and they're calling everyone bigots, like they're oppressed. They can't be both. You have to decide on what path you want to take. But otherwise, I'm enjoying the X-Men run. Except for this was incredibly boring. This is the X-Men Fantastic Four crossover, which has to do with Franklin Richards. I found the art to be boring, lazy. I mean, this page kind of sums up how lazy and boring it looks. Just like the story, it's a miss. I'm not going to pick up issue 4. And then this, I picked up on a whim. So this is Terminator, Transformers Terminator. I picked this up when I was picking up my comics. I was like, okay, well, what did I miss? And I picked this up 2 weeks ago. Like, what did I miss? Did I miss anything? You know, what books? Let's see what's going on. And this caught my eye. And I was just intrigued. Terminator Transformers, this is interesting. And it's not amazing, but you know what it is? It was actually a lot of fun. And I definitely would recommend it because it's so goofy. So the Terminators, you start off the book, the Terminators are the resistance now. And they're oppressed because the Decepticons have taken over. So the resistance, which is the Terminators, send a T-800, the Arnold unit, back in time to stop the Decepticons. It's an interesting, goofy story that I gotta say, I actually enjoyed it, and I will probably read issue 2. Now, will it stay good? I don't know, but I thought this was an interesting turn of events, and it was fun. It doesn't take itself too serious, and I like that. I normally would not have any interest in reading a Transformers story, but something about this got me to pick it up, and I'm glad it did because I actually had a lot of fun reading this, which I think comic books should be. They should be fun. So if you're looking for something really goofy that doesn't take itself too seriously, like this is only the first issue, and I don't know when the next one comes out, but I actually had fun reading this. It was interesting. That's pretty much it. So Terminators versus Transformers, definitely recommend that. Can pass on this. I still like some of the X-Men stuff, but I know a lot of you don't. Venom is still pretty good. Amazing Spider-Man needs to get to the point. Go-Go Power Rangers is amazing. And if you just want a standalone comic, I think that Catwoman book is pretty good. So I'll try to keep doing my once-a-week reviews. Maybe I'll get 2 or 3 up a week. I don't know, but I'll definitely have one big video a week going over everything. I kind of like doing the format like this. I know a lot of you guys want these videos. At least a couple hundred of you do. So it'll be something to do over here. So we're back. Thanks for watching, guys. Share the video. Throw a like up. Comment. Let me know what books you guys are reading. What do you recommend? And that is pretty much it. I will see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. and peace.